Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh to our respected and loved lecturer, Dr. Khairul Amin bin Ismail. This is the presentation of Group 4 for Financial Technical Analysis. Here is the price-earning ratio graph of the RB Highcom Berhad. As we can see, notably the PE ratio massively spiked in 2024, rising from 11.25 the previous year to 94.87 in 2024. However, this is not a good look for the company, as a high PE ratio indicates a low EPS compared to the share price of the company. Fortunately, they recovered the following year, achieving a good PE ratio of 5.05. Now, let's take a look at the RB Highcom market chart for its patterns and trends. The chart starts in June of last year, where a double bottom or W pattern formed, which ensued a bull market trend. The uptrend then ended after reaching the higher high and forming a double top pattern, which also supported by a breakaway gap before a trend reversal occurs heading into 2026. After a span of sideways, we identify a bullish flat pattern, and now the market seems to forming a new downtrend in July 2026. Next, we look at the technical analysis of ROC and RSI. By combining these two indicators, we use the RSI to identify overbought and oversold market, which help identifying the historical potential entry and exit opportunities, while the ROC is used to confirm the strength and direction of the price momentum. The RB Highcom exhibited this technical setup from December 2025 to March of 2026. Furthermore, to combine moving average, convergence, divergence, and stochastic oscillator strategy, we use the MACD to identify major trend direction, while we use the stoch to time exit entry points during temporary pullbacks. Now, according to the chart, the market is in an oversold state. However, a MACD bullish crossover is needed for a buy entry confirmation. To forecast the RB Highcom price movement using the technical analysis we conducted, we formulated a matrix table for the short-term perspective decision. According to the table, in short term, the RB Highcom market should be avoided. As for the long-term perspective, due to the instability of the RB Highcom recent statistic, especially in 2024, we advise investors not to take the risk.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. For my part, I selected Burma's October height for my stock analysis. This slide shows that the stock valuation of Burma's October height based on its earning per share or EPS from 2022 to 2025. The EPS declined from 0.3 in 2023 to 0.9 in 2025, indicating that the company's earning weakened during this period. However, based on analyst forecast, Burma's October hard EPS is expected to improve steadily from 2026 to 2028, suggesting better profitability in the coming years. This indicates a positive long-term outlook if the company continues to deliver strong financial performance. Next is the chart pattern analysis. Several important chart pattern can be identified throughout the price movement. The first pattern is the bearish flag which indicates the continuation of the previous downtrend. This followed by a rectangle pattern where the price moves sideways before making its next move. In late 2035, the stock formed a V-shaped reversal showing a strong recovery after reaching its lowest price. After that, a bullish pennant appeared and successfully broke out upward, confirming the continuation of the bullish trend. Currently, the stock is trading above the support level and is moving toward the resistance level, which suggests that the overall short-term trends remain positive. This slide presents the momentum indicators, which are the ROC and the RSI. Both RSI and ROC are currently in a neutral condition around the 50 level. This indicates that the buying selling buying and selling pressure is relatively balanced. The RSI dropped below 30 in late November 2025, signaling an oversell market and providing a potential buy opportunity. Later, the RSI moved above 70 in early January 2026, indicating an overbought market where profit taking could occur. Overall, both indicators suggest that the stock has a healthy momentum without showing extreme weakness. Next are the MACD and stochastic oscillator indicators. The MACD is used to identify the overall market trend, while the stochastic oscillator help to identify the potential buy and sell signals. The MACD generated a bullish crossover in late November 2025, providing a good buy setup. Meanwhile, the stochastic signal when it enter the oversold region in early January 2026. Both indicators generate a sell signal as the stock became overbought. Although there may be short-term pullbacks, the overall trend remains positive. Finally, this is my price forecasting and investment recommendation. For the short-term perspective, most of the technical indicators including the chart pattern, ROC, RSI and MACD generate buy signal. Only the stochastic suggests a short-term sell signal because the stock is approaching the overbought zone. Therefore, the overall short-term recommendation is still buy. For the long-term perspective, Burma's October high EPS is expected to improve steadily from 2026 to 2028, indicating a positive earning growth and supporting a favorable long-term investment outlook. Therefore, my overall recommendation for Burma's October high is buy for both short-term and long-term investor. That's all from me. Thank you. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Zakiatul Hasanah binti Zakaria, and I will be presenting to technical analysis of Farm Fresh Berhad. First, I will present the long-term perspective based on the company's stock valuation by analyzing its price to earnings PE ratio and earning per share EPS. The PE ratio decreased from 55.76 in 2022 to 30.92 in 2024 before increasing slightly to 35.08 in 2025. This indicates that the stock has become more reasonably valued over time. At the same time, the company EPF improved from RM 0.03 in 2022 to RM 0.07 in 2025. According to analysts' forecast, the EPS is expected to reach RM 0.10 by 2028, showing stronger profitability and positive future growth. In conclusion, Farmfresh has a strong long-term growth potential, supported by improving earnings and more attractive valuations. Therefore, my long-term investment recommendation is buy, especially for investors seeking long-term capital growth. Now I will move on to the next slide, which explains the chart pattern of Farmfresh Berhad. First, from August to October 2025, the stock formed an ascending triangle, which is the bullish pattern. After the breakout, the share price increased significantly, showing strong buying momentum. Next, between January and February 2026, the stock formed a double top near RM 3.00. This bearish reversal patterns indicated that the price failed to move higher and then started to decline. From February to April 2026, the price moved inside a falling channels, confirming a clear downward trend. Then, from April to May 2026, the bearish flags appeared, suggesting that the brief recovery was only temporary before the price continued to fall. The key support level is around RM 2.10 to RM 2.20, while the resistance level is around RM 2.60 to RM 2.70. In conclusion, farm price is currently showing a bearish trend. Therefore, investors should monitor the support level closely and wait for a stronger buying signal before making an investment decision. Now I will explain the technical indicators which are the ROC and RSI. First, the ROC measures the strength of the price movement. From the September to December 2025, the ROC was positive, showing strong buying momentum. From January to April 2026, the ROC turned negative, showing stronger selling pressure. By June 2026, the ROC became positive again, which means buying interest is slowly returning. Next, the RSI shows whether the stock is overbought or oversold. Between September and December 2025, the RSI moved close to 70, showing strong buying pressure. In May 2026, the RSI dropped near the oversold level, indicating heavy selling. By June 2026, the RSI recovered to around 44, showing that buying interest is improving but the market is still cautious. Overall, the ROC and RSI suggest the farm price is starting to recover, but investors should wait for a stronger buying signal before investing. Next, I will explain the MACD and stochastic oscillator from farm price Berhad. First, the MACD shows change in the stock trend and momentum. A buy signal appeared in August 2025 and the share price increased strongly after that. A sell signal appeared in December 2025 showing that selling pressure was increasing. Another buy signal appeared in June 2026 suggesting that buying momentum is slowly returning. Next, the stochastic oscillator shows whether the stock is overbought or oversold. It gave a buy signal in August 2025 and again in April to May 2026 when the stock recovered from the oversold level. A sell signal appeared in December 2025 when the stock moved down from the overbought level. Overall, both the MACD and stochastic oscillator show that farm price is starting to recover. However, investors should wait for a stronger buy signal before making an investment decision. Finally, I will present my investment recommendation from Farm Price Berhad. For the short-term perspective, my recommendation is hold. The chart patterns still show a bearish trend and the ROC and RSI indicates only a weak recovery. Although the MACD and stochastic have started to give buy signal, investors should wait for a stronger breakout above the RM 2.60 to RM 2.70 resistance level before buying. For the long-term perspective, my recommendation is buy. The company EPS increased from RM 0.03 in 2022 to RM 0.07 in 2025 and it is expected to reach RM 0.10 by 2028. This shows that farm price is expected to improve its earning and profitability in the future. In conclusion, farm price has a good long-term growth potential, making it a suitable choice for long-term investor. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Faizuddin bin Taj Azad and I will be the co-presenter of this group Zaiman. Looking at the Dutch ladies valuation data, the key takeaway is a major PE compression, dropping from an elevated 41.83 in 2022 to a stable 19.21 by 2025. Inversely, this doubled our EP ratio or earning yield from 2.35% up to strong 5.21%. shifting the stock from an overvalued risk into an attractive value play. Technically, this earning recovery support a solid base around the 30 ringgit region with healthy accumulation, making Dash Lady a compelling low-risk defensive growth entry. Moving on to the technical analysis for Dash Lady, the daily chart displays a clear bullish continuation structure driven by four key chart patterns. Following an initial double top reversal that established a bottom around 26 ringgit, the stock experienced a strong momentum push market by a runaway gap. This trend then formed a bullish pennant to consolidate gains, followed by a textbook cup and handle pattern near the 32 ringgit support level. With price action currently breaking out on the handle channel, this sequence signals powerful institutional accumulation and a solid setup for continued upward momentum. Turning to our momentum indicators for Dash Lady, both the rate of change and relative strength index are currently reflecting neutral, balanced trading conditions following an overall upward trajectory from the late October 2025 bottom. The rate of change peaked at 12.64 in early December 2025, successfully triggering a sell signal to exit overextended territory before consolidating down to 0.06. Meanwhile, the relative strength index sits near 57 after cooling off from prior overbought level above 70, confirming that the stock has reset momentum while maintaining structural support, positioning Dash Lady well for its next directional move. Looking at our MACD and stochastic indicators for Dash Lady, key trends are clearly highlighted by synchronized technical crossovers. Clear buy signals were triggered in early August and again on November 3, 2025, when both stochastics crossed up from oversold territory near the 20 level and MACD registered strong bullish crossovers. After tracking the subsequent rally in early 2026, a sell signal was printed in February as momentum peaked in overbought territory. Currently, stochastic sits in a balanced neutral zone around 67.05, confirming that momentum has stabilized to support the ongoing trend. Concluding our price forecasting for Dash Lady, we evaluate both short-term momentum and long-term fundamental drivers. From a short-term perspective, while oscillator indicators like ROC, RSI, and MACD suggest a hold as momentum reset in neutral territory, overall technical analysis, chart patterns, and stochastics trigger a buy. Looking at the long-term perspective, fundamental expansion is strong. EPS grew from 1 ringgit and 6 cent in 2022 to 1 ringgit and 89 cent in 2025, and it is forecasted to reach 2 ringgit 68 cent by 2027, supported by steadily improving profitability. Our recommendation is a strong buy backed by solid long-term growth potential.
Okay, this slide shows the stock valuation of QA resources using the price to earning or PE ratios. The PE ratio measures how much investors are willing to pay for every RM1 ringgit of the company's earning. Based on the table, the PE ratio was 40.77 in 2022, decreased to 32.81 in 2023, and increased to 37.45 in 2024. This indicates that investor confidence remained positive despite some fluctuations. Overall, the relatively high PE ratios suggest that the market expects QA resources to continue growing in the future. Now let's move to the technical analysis of QA resources. This slide shows the main chart patterns identified in QA resources. The first pattern is the bearish rising wedge. This pattern indicates that the upward movement is weakening and is usually followed by a price decline. And the second pattern is the bearish flag pattern. This is a continuous pattern that suggests the stock is likely to continue its previous downtrend after a short consolidation. And the third pattern is the breakaway gap. This gap occurred when the price moved sharply downward, confirming strong selling pressure and new bearish trend. Overall, this chart pattern indicate that QA resources was previously in a bearish trend. However, the latest price movement shows sign of recovery, which will be confirmed by a technical indicators in the next slide. This slide shows the momentum indicators, which are Relative Strength Index or RSI and the Rate of Change ROC. The RSI is currently above 50, indicating that buying momentum is improving and the stock is not yet in the overbought zone. And the ROC is also moving upward, showing that the price momentum is strengthening after the recent recovery. Overall, both RSI and ROC provide a positive signal supporting a buy recommendation for QA resources. This slide presents the MACD and stochastic indicators for QA resources. First, the MACD shows a bullish crossover, which indicates that buying momentum is increasing and the price may continue to recover. Second, the stochastic indicators moved up from the oversold zone and generated a buy signal. This suggests that selling pressure has weakened and buyers are returning. Therefore, both indicators support a positive outlook for QA resources. Combined with the chart pattern and RSI, the technical analysis supports a buy recommendation. And this is my final slide. This slide summarizes my price forecasting for QA resources. In the short term, most technical indicators support a positive outlook, and the chart pattern indicates a bullish recovery, while MACD, RSI, ROC, and stochastic show improving momentum. Therefore, my short-term recommendation is buy. From a long-term perspective, QA resources have a strong business fundamentals, stable earnings, and diversified operations in the food and agriculture industry. These strengths support sustainable growth in the future. Based on the both technical and fundamental analysis, I conclude that QA resources is a good stock for both short-term trading and also long-term investment. Thank you.
Hi, today I can present of the technical analysis of Nestle Malaysia Berhad. Before analysis of the indicator, let's first look the company valuation with price to beginning PE ratio. For the chart, the PE ratio decline of 5 in 1 in 2022 to 40.3 in 2023 before increase to 55.5 in 2024 and 19.4 in 2025. Next, let's discuss the chart pattern and trend analysis. The stock initially moved in the sideways pattern when price appeared with an arrow range. After breaking above the level, the stock entry and uptrend described by high and the high low. However, the bullish momentum weakened, leading to the downtrend when the stock formed low high and low low. The indicator that says gradually risk control of the market. Moving on the moment indicator, we analyze the ROC and the RSI. The ROC moves about of the zero line between April and May 2024, confirming strong bullish momentum. However, the latter turned negative, indicating that sales was soon an increase. For the RSI, the indicator declined between the nearer level during June to August 2024, reflecting strong bullish momentum. The RSI later removed red in a row between ideal bullish level, suggesting that buying momentum is still weak. The next indicator are the moving average or MACD and the oscillator. The MACD created the bullish signal during April and May 2024, supporting the up price moving. However, it later followed bearish signal as the stock in the downtrend. The oscillator showed the same signal in May 2024, following by the buy signal in June 2024 after stock reached the oversold condition. That signal increased short-term change in the market momentum and had trend indicated the n-axis. Finally, basic of the 5 technical indicator. The overall technical analysis suggests chart pattern and trend is sale. Rate of just is sale. Relative study index hold. MACD is sale. Or trusted oscillator is sale. For the short-term focus perspective of stock remain under bear request of a sales strategy is more appropriate. However, on the long-term perspective of the recommendation is hold. It is because the sale focus of the zero and the short is beginning to stability after the following deadline. Long-term investor on the approach of week of the strong bullish confidence before increasing their investment.